Hello and welcome back to this channel. Our task today is to find the Laplace transform of these functions. That means we are asked to find the Laplace transform of 1 and the Laplace transform of k, which is any constant. But before we find the Laplace transform of these functions, let's see what the Laplace transform means. The Laplace transform is a mathematical tool that converts a function of time t into a function of a new variable s. Yes. So clearly we can see that the Laplace transform of a function f of t is defined by the integral. So we can say the Laplace transform of a function f of t is defined by this integral, the integral of 0 to infinity exponential negative st f of t dt. Yes, f of t dt. So the Laplace transform is a mathematical tool that converts a function of time t. So Laplace transform is an expression in s. Yes, the final answer always contains s. You always see s inside the final answer. So alright, so t here is a time starting with 0, while s here is a parameter assumed to be a real number. So for this integral to converge, x must be positive, the real part must be positive for this integral to converge. So from here, the domain of this, we know that t must be greater or equal to 0 and s here must be greater than what? 0. Alright, without wasting much time, let's find the integral or the Laplace transform of these functions. Alright, let's find the Laplace transform of 1 first. So this is how you start it. You say that let f of t equals 1. That is, let f of t equals what? 1. I will say that the Laplace transform of a function f of t is defined by this integral. The Laplace transform of a function f of t is defined by this integral. Laplace transform of f of t by the integral of 0 to infinity exponential negative st f of t dt. Alright, so what this means? It means that whenever we see f of t, we fix in our what? The function that we are giving. Whenever we see this f of t, we put in this variable 1 into this integral. So from here we can say that this is the Laplace transform of 1 equals the integral from 0 to infinity exponential negative st f of t. Here we have to put 1 then dt. Please remember we are looking for the Laplace transform of 1. So what next? What are we doing here? We have to bring this man outside from normal integration. Whenever a constant is inside the integral, you bring the number outside at the back of the integral. So from here, this implies that what we have, this is the integral or 1 multiplied by the integral of 0 to infinity exponential negative st dt. Alright, so from here, what do we do next? We are going to integrate. If we integrate this from normal integration, we'll have that. This implies that if we integrate this, that this is 1 exponential negative st divided by negative s. Then you put your lower boundary and the upper boundary. Remember, this is your lower boundary and this is your upper boundary. So you put your 0 to infinity. Please, from normal integration, there's nothing special about this. This from normal integration, if we have exponential 2, maybe 2t, if we integrate this, we'll have that this is exponential 2t, then divide by this man. Integrate, differentiate this one here. Alright. So from here, what do we do? From here, we are going to subtract the lower limit out from the upper limit. From here, we integrated this to have this. From normal integration, we know that if we have exponential 2t, if we integrate this is just exponential 2t, then divide by this man. So it's still the same thing here. Divide by this one, this negative s. Alright, so from here we are going to shift out negative s outside. So this implies that we have 1 all over negative s. Just bring it out. Now we are going to subtract the lower limit from the upper limit, which is exponential negative s. Wherever we see t, we put infinity, which is the upper limit first, minus exponential negative s. Wherever we see t, we put what? 0. So that's it. We put 0. So from here, what are we doing? This implies that we have minus 1 all over s into bracket. Mind you, minus s multiplied by infinity gives us what? Negative infinity, minus exponential minus s multiplied by 0 gives us 0. Yes. So from here, what do we do next? If we work on this, we see that this is 1 all over s into bracket. The whole of this here is 0, minus why is this thing 0? You see that if we have exponential negative infinity, this equals 1 all over exponential infinity, and everything here equals 0. So that's why we have 0. And from indices, we know that anything raised to the power of 0 is what? 1. All right. All right. So from here, what do we have? We have that this is negative 1 over s into bracket. 0 minus 1 gives us negative 1. Gives us negative 1. So negative 1 over s multiplied by negative 1 gives us 1 over s. So what can we say? We can say that therefore the Laplace transform of 1 equals 1 all over s, given that s is greater than what? 0. So let's find the next one. We have found this to be 1 over s. So let's find the next one, which is the constant. So we say the Laplace transform of k. The Laplace transform of k, f of t equals k. F of t equals k. So say whenever we see f of t, I will say that the Laplace transform of a function f of t is defined by this integral. The integral or the Laplace transform of f of t is defined by this integral from 0 to infinity exponential negative st f of t dt. F of t dt. All right. So whenever we see our f of t, we put this man here, which is k. So if that happen, we'll see that this is the Laplace transform of k, which is any constant. The integral of 0 to infinity negative st exponential negative st multiplied by k, then dt. Now since this k is a constant, we are bringing it back at the back of this integral sign. And when that happens, we have that this is the integral of 0 or k multiplied by the integral of 0 to infinity exponential negative st dt. So this implies that if we integrate this for normal integration, have that this is k into bracket exponential negative st all over divide by this man negative s, then put your lower boundary and your upper boundary. So from here we are going to factorize this s outside. We are bringing this s outside. Remember, Laplace transform is a term, is an expression in s, so it always contains s. So this is what? Negative k all over s. We are bringing out this one. So we are going to subtract the lower boundary from the upper boundary. So this is exponential negative s. Wherever we see t, we put infinity minus exponential negative s. Wherever we see t, we put what? 0. All right. So to solve this, we know that this is negative k all over s into bracket exponential negative s multiplied by infinity gives us negative infinity minus exponential negative s times 0 gives us 0. So clearly, how do we finish this? So this negative s all over s or negative k over s into bracket, the whole of this here is 0. E raised to the power of infinity, negative infinity gives us 0 from here. So this is 0 minus anything raised to the power of 0 is 1 except 0. So this implies that minus k all over s into bracket 0 minus 1 gives us negative 1. And so therefore minus k over s multiplied by minus 1 gives us k all over s. So therefore, to round up this, we will see that the Laplace transform of a constant k equals k all over s, given that s is greater than what? 0. So let's fix this. k over s. All right, so this is how to solve Laplace transform. All right, as time goes on, we will solve difficult questions. And if you enjoy this video and learn something from this video, do well to subscribe to this channel for more interesting problems like this.